Hello, hello friends all, wherever and whenever you find this video. I'm very glad you're here. I appreciate that each of you that have come here to my channel, to my home, to my sacred space, that you have come here for a reason. I truly hope that you find something here that makes you feel special, seen, entertained, loved, something that makes you want to come back. I would like you to think of this as a safe place for you to be, think, feel, emote, cry, yell, scream, here in my sacred space where the coffee is hot and you are loved. And normally at this time I do pour some coffee, but I wanted to shed some light on this dark night. And so this is, I know I'm leaving a lot of open, quiet space. Maybe not so quiet. This is unintentional ASMR, which means I don't have a fancy mic. However, you're going to hear some sounds. Okay, so why am I here? I'm Olivia, and I'm here to read your tarot. If you've never done a tarot, pick a card. Fear not. It's easy. Just follow along with the video. Take your time, relax, have fun. Tarot is a nice way to think about, talk about things in a different language, in the language of pictures. Today I'm going to be using the Modern Witch Tarot deck. I'm going to be using some other things too, so you'll see. I'm going to be shuffling on camera. I also have timestamps linked, so if you want to skip around or find a particular spot in the video, a sweet spot that you like, feel free to do so. Okay, so here we will be doing short little 3-card readings, and you don't have to choose a pile. But you can, but some people just like kind of viewing the video, it's not very long, and allowing their own intuition to pick up as needed. Do remember that these are general readings, and please do not make life-altering decisions or choices based on this or any other video. Pick a card. Remember, you are the master of your universe. You are the author of your destiny, the creator of where you are. So if you would like a reading from me, look for that info in the description. I'm not taking any personal clients at this time as I am focusing on my health. However, oh look, something untoward here. Some cards out of place. Let me continue to shuffle. But I may be on and off keen, so do click on keen. There are other really great readers there on King, so please do. If you click through me, I think you get 3 free minutes anyway, no matter if you choose me or not, but click through me, and that helps because that'll give me a little boost. Anyway, if you like this video, you're going to hit a thumbs up. If you don't like it, you're going to hit a thumbs down. Do subscribe to my channel if you like content like this, but let's get going. I'm going to go ahead and put some cards down for the first. Oh, you know what? I haven't picked our little card toppers, but so they may not be terribly cute. We're just going to go with what's on the table. I'll go ahead and put, oh, look, we got a volunteer card. That's important. That's important for the next pile. When I have volunteer cards, it just really makes me feel like, look, 2 more volunteers, and you got a sneak peek if you're going to pick the 3rd pile here. Like I said, you don't have to pick a pile. It's just kind of, some people do. When I do these, and I choose from a lot of different tarot readers, I love watching video tarot. They're very calming, and I'm hoping this one is calming to you as well. But also, they do give some insight. Sometimes some unlikely insight that kind of helps things along. You know what I need? I need a sip of coffee. And I didn't bring it in here. So I'm going to have to suffice it with a sip of water, which I always have nearby. Now, this is a good time to go ahead and stop the video and go ahead and get yourself a cup of coffee. Normally, I'll pour a cup here. However, I'm not prepared today. And you know what? We're going to use this card topper for the first one. And this card topper for the last one. This card topper for this guy right here. And let's go ahead and choose this gorgeous, let's see if we're focused. We may not be. This gorgeous pyramid here. Okay. The reason I'm not prepared is because I did a previous video and my sound wasn't working at all. Probably because I didn't plug it in. But that's what's going on here. If you're missing your coffee that I usually pour for you, go ahead and pause the video and go make yourself something comfy and cozy that'll help you feel better about me not having your coffee ready today. You know what? I do want to put down, I want everybody to have a little extra here. I'm going to put down some Krans Wild Unknown Archetype cards. This really can deepen. Oh, let me shuffle them face up so you can see Kim's artwork. Kim Krans. I talk about her like she's my buddy. Kim. My buddy Kim. Her art is spectacular. It really is. And if you're not interested in what you see here, don't worry about it. But if you are interested and you like art, go. I'm going to leave her information in the description box. So go ahead and click on that or just go to kimkrans.com. And look at her artwork. It's incredible. So everybody's going to get one. Everybody is going to get one of these. In fact, I'm going to deal them out right now. Here goes for the gator guy. And here goes for the peacock. And for the Howlite Pyramid. This is a really special gift from a very special, from one of my sisters, basically. She's not my birth sister, but she is my sister. Actually, she's my sister-in-law too, so I'm lucky that way. Gave me that. And for the RiverRock here, you're going to get this one right there. All right, let us get going because I know it's taken a while for us to get here where we've gotten. It may not feel that way to you. In fact, I may seem a little rushed, and so I'll take a deep breath. And just kind of release the energy that made me feel frantic. Let's take another breath together. You know, sighing is an important part of life. I know that sounds kind of funny, but it is. It's funny. And it's an important part of life. We're going to get started. And like I said, a lot of you might just want to watch the whole video and use your own intuition along with what I have to say, because that's basically what a reading is. But some of you may have picked a card topper. And if you didn't, rewind and pick one if you like that. If you like that idea. Otherwise, we're going to get started with this first group right here. We're going to turn over your Kim Krans first, which is the womb. That first room in which you found yourself in a physical form. The Seven of Wands. The Two of Swords. And the Two of Cups. Oh, this is a beautiful, beautiful reading. Okay, so I hope I'm not being too loud. I'm going to try to talk a little bit more softly because I feel like I've been yelling into the mic and I need to not do that. Okay, so first of all, you have your gator that is, to me, really if this really called to you, this is your ancestral energy. This is the knowledge that you get from your from your basic part of your physical being, which are your very cells and atoms that have memory of your ancient self and your ancient beings. Okay, the gator has been around a while. The gator is also designed in a very particular protective way. And we think of a gator as being a predator, but they have a lot of protection on them. But then they also have their predatory attributes. Now, you find yourself in a position here of protecting the protection, okay? However, you have those teeth with the Two of Swords. I often think of the Two of Swords as 2, 4, 6. Which is divisible by 3, but that's a whole nother story. The reason I think of that is because each sword has a double side. Okay, I'm going to have another sip of water. It's actually my favorite beverage. Coffee, water, vodka, not necessarily in that order. My favorite drinks. That's neither here nor there. Let's go back to your reading. Okay, so with the Two of Swords, one of the things I want you to notice is this figure is blindfolded. And sometimes we think when someone's blindfolded they can't see, but the truth is they can feel. And they can use all their other senses. And when they're blindfolded, they're doing that purposely in order to feel, in order to use their other senses. So here you are in a protective mode. Here you are really sussing things out and figuring out exactly what you want to do, as if you are in the womb in a very protected space, a place that you feel comfortable in order to do that. Now you have set the boundaries here. And then we have the Two of Cups shining through, which is a very intense card. And it's a card about love. It's a card about partnership. It's a card about health. It's a card about energy. It's a card about, it also speaks of, you see this lighthouse in the background is finding your path. So with your reading, let's just put it all together here. What I'm seeing is that right now you're in a safe space, and you're in the safe space because you created this safe space, okay? And it has made you, and the womb is, no matter what your mother did or didn't do, or what your father did or didn't do, the womb was a safe enough space for you to be created and born, okay? So you have created this space in this particular time period in which you're seeing this reading in order to figure out where you want to go with the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is all about love and partnership, okay? So you are on your way, but this protective part, right here, that's where you are in this protective mode, in this protected mode. But in order to get here, in order to get into that mode of, and this could be a relationship with self as well, and that's where health comes in. However, I don't want to muddy the waters for anybody. Like I said, use your own intuition as well. I lost my train of thought. Here we are. This is a good reading. Let's move on to the next. Okay. All right. Hey, so if you felt like the peacock, if you felt very drawn to the peacock feather, I want to say a couple of things about the feather before we turn over any cards. And that is the peacock. The peacock is more than just a beautiful bird and an interesting bird. They're also pretty obnoxious, but that's neither here nor there. Aren't we all in some time points in our lives? But the peacock is a bird, and birds do and can fly, and so do peacocks. They are rather big birds. They're very protective, especially the males who have these beautiful, colorful feathers. The females also have beautiful feathers as well. They're just not as colorful. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. Let's turn over your Kim Krans card first. The Bridge. Let's turn over your other cards. Six of Wands. the Hanged Man, and the Five of Wands. Ooh, this is really cool. Okay. The bridge. You have come to a point, and I want to talk about family, friends, community, okay? We can, it could be either or all three. And you see three. You have been a way to connect people. You have come to a place where you have been able to connect people in a way that has made a difference. And you're excited about that, and that's great. Now it's time to figure out exactly how to organize these people. You are the leader in this reading. You are the dominant. If you don't feel that way, it's time to take your place. I'm going to say that again. If you don't feel that way, if you don't feel like a dominant leader, it's time to take your place. Just for a moment. Or more, if you decide. Because it is pretty much, you've kind of made this bridge. You've kind of connected some people in a way that need to be connected. That's very important in this life. And now it's time for you to think about how you're going to do it, and then get in there and help these people find their place in the world. Help them start. And the thing is y'all are working together as a group, and that is going to create something big, and I feel like in community. When you have these little 3-card readings, 4-card readings, even with Kim Krans' deck, there can still be more to them. So if you're interested and you like this, come find me on Keen. If I'm not available on Keen, which I pretty much haven't been for a little bit, just because I'm focusing on my health, go ahead and pick. There are other great advisors on Keen. Really wonderful ones. So give me a thumbs up if you're liking this video. And if you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. Stick with me and let's move forward and do the next reading. Gosh, that last reading was just so intense. And here we go with our Howlite Pyramid. If you chose the Howlite Pyramid, this is going to be your reading. Oops, your card fell off. I already introduced your Howlite Pyramid in the beginning of the video. If you chose this, let's pull over your Kim Krans, The Eternal Child. We're going to read about that one, okay? The Seven of Cups. Oh, wonderful. Oh, let's do this in order. Yeah, this was next. The Star. And the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, wee. Okay, let's read about the Eternal Child before we go anywhere with this, because I am already just really bursting. This energy is amazing. So let's see what we have here. The Eternal Child is one of the selves. And I'm using our Kim Krans Wild Unknown Archetypes guidebook that came with this beautiful deck. The Eternal Child. Page 69. How about that? I am an internal child. I do find base humor funny. And wonderment a beautiful thing. Okay, let's read about this in our the Eternal Child, the inner child, the child of joy. The Eternal Child is connected to the timeless, ageless, and infinite aspects of life. It is radiant and fearless and seeks joy above all else and at any cost. It's an aspect of the Fool, but a beautiful, beautiful aspect. It struggles being bound to an aging body with physical limitations in a world that demands attention to detail and logistics. The Eternal Child wants to nix all the rules and responsibilities and go beyond what others say is possible. It wants to return with plenty of friends to the land of the free, where divine wine and creativity pour from the earth and sky. We all want a sip from the well of eternal youth, and this makes the eternal child naturally popular, perhaps even famous. The eternal child glimmers. It reminds us of what is possible, what is magical about this precocious life. And that is the beauty of Kim Krans. Her art is spectacular, but she's also a poet. She's also someone who has a way with words. Okay, let's see what else we have here. The Eternal Child, the Seven of Cups, the Star, and the Wheel of Fortune. Basically, the world is your oyster at this point. You're making choices. You're figuring out what it is that you want, and you can go forward with the Star. You have all the hope in the world, but more than that, you have a connection with source power that is going to bring you exactly what it is that you're wanting. So, the only admonition I might have for you is be careful what you wish for, because you will get it. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the RiverRock. If you chose the RiverRock, then you're probably more unusual than most. In fact, I'm surprised. If you chose the RiverRock, give me a comment and let me know that you chose this, because I don't think very many people are going to choose this, although I think it's very important. A RiverRock is something that it has integrity. Even when water surrounds it day after day, shaping it and reshaping it and smoothing it out, it still keeps its integrity. Let's turn over. And if integrity, that's a word that I had to look up, that I look up all the time, actually. I continue to check out that word, integrity. And there's a reason for that. And you'll see when you look it up. The venom. We're going to read about that. Oh, the sun. The Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. Okay, let's... Venom. We have integrity and venom. And what did I do with the book? Oh, don't forget. I'm going to do charms, too. I'm taking a sip of water. I'm going to read to you from the book, from the Venom, which might be... What is that, a tool? No. It's not a place. Is it the self? It must be, maybe it's an initiation. The Venom. No, it must be a tool. Let's see, the Venom. 191. It's a tool. I am reading from the Kim Krans book that came with this deck. 191. And this is what it looks like. The Wild Unknown Archetypes Guidebook. The Venom. Much to our dismay, the venom is always lurking in the shadows in one form or another. Its toxic presence may be found in our relationships, thoughts, speech, or environment. Thankfully, the cycle of purification and detoxification comes so naturally, it's built into our every exhale. We breathe out carbon dioxide, and the plants return it to us as oxygen. Archetypal venom is rarely remedied as easily. However, it can come in potent forms and quantities that are deeply damaging to us and to the world. When the Venom card appears, there is a harmful substance in our psychic realm that must be identified. Perhaps your words have a sting of poison about them. Perhaps our relationship is slowly draining your reserves. Acknowledgement is the first step. Change is the second. The remedy will reveal itself in time, and with it, forgiveness. My God, I can't add any more to that. If you rewind and listen to what I said, or if you heard it the first time, that's all you really need. Well, here's the second thing. The sun is going to come out. All will be revealed, okay? All will be revealed you will be able to rebuild. You will be able to rebuild stronger. In fact, you will rebuild so strong that you will have so much you won't know what to do with it. And you're going to be able to start again. Again, with the integrity of the RiverRock, you may be being attacked. It doesn't matter. All of that, it's going to be drained. The poison will be drained. You will see the sun very soon. You will have so many choices before you will be able to rebuild. You will have so much you won't know what to do with it. Now it's time for charms. And I haven't been talking about the charms in the video, but another sip of water. But I will be probably, it'll probably be in the title. So you'll know. Put my little tray here. Let's put our little, make sure we're focused. In fact, we might need to. So these are my charms. Now I've just been kind of mixing them up, as you can see. But what I'm going to do is close my eyes and turn my head, and I'm going to mix them up, and I'm going to throw the charms and then interpret them. And this is just going to be a little extra excuse me, a little extra add-on to your reading. Claw. See what we have. Okay, here in our focus palm, that comes from another YouTube reader that I really love. Her name is Charmed Intuition. I have a focus heart here. Well, that's interesting. Very interesting. Okay. If you are not familiar with Doctor Who, this is Dalek. It's just basically bad news in the form of, let's just say, electronics. If you're not familiar with, now I can't remember what they're called. I'm going to leave this to the side, and maybe I'll put an add-on in the description of this video. So I'll tell you what that is, because I'm not, it looks a lot like the Dalek. So I'm going to set that aside here, and I'll put something in the description. You have the anchor. You have a book, which happens to be Grimm's Fairy Tales. You have the Two of Pentacles. You have a fortune. The older the crab, the tougher its claw. You also have a little treat here, a little coffee treat, a little deliciousness. Let's just call it that, deliciousness. Okay, let's read this. So here in the focus palm, it's telling, in the focus heart, here in the heart, we have several things going on. We have a lot of hope. The thing is that you have the answers, and everything's going to come together. And that's what this whole little doolally is saying right here. Okay? Because it has gotten mixed up with a safety pin, a key, and a star. And basically that's saying it's all going to come together. Keep your hope. You have all the answers. Okay? And then we have this. It's basically I would call it a deer rifle. It's got a scope on it. And it's basically saying to keep your eye on the prize. Stay focused. Okay? And that's what we have here. And then we have your bad news electronics. Maybe that's, I'm going to let y'all interpret that the way that you want. Also here, we have an anchor that tells you just to make sure that you are anchored. And whatever that means to you, like making sure that you are doing all the things that you need to do to make yourself feel safe and anchored in the world. Okay? We have the Two of Pentacles here saying that as far as monetary, if you're watching this video, you're going to make it. You have enough. You may be robbing Peter to pay Paul, as they say. You may be juggling. You may be juggling your finances, but you're going to make it. You have finances. That's a good thing. You have enough finances to do this, to go out and get yourself a treat once in a while. I want to go back to this fortune. The older the crab, the tougher its claw. I want to add this little guy here, and yeah, you can do that. I know some people are saying, can you do that? Can you add something to your charms? Just to accentuate. An alligator is an ancient being with a very protective outerling. Also a predator with teeth. Okay? Sometimes we spend a lot of time holding up and protecting ourselves, but then other times we really need to eat. We really need to go out in the world and figure out what it is we want to do. With the Grimm's fairy tales, inner child stuff. Work on your inner child. I don't know what else to say about that because I don't want to put too much into it. And yet, sometimes words come out of my mouth. And you know what kind of words are going to come out of my mouth right now? Please like this video if you like the content. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. If you liked it a lot, subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit that notification bell. That way, whenever you sign into YouTube, you'll know. That's my alarm. I don't know what it means. Oh, I know what it means. I gotta go. I gotta take some medication. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed this. We'll see you next time.